So, before we kickstart the session, I will invite you all to watch a video. Okay. May I know who is PSSM UK? I think it's Arpuda. Okay. Arpuda, is it you? Okay. Hope you all are able to see my screen. And 1 second. Okay. Just confirm whether you are
The
able
film
to
you're about
hear
to
the
see
voice as
has no
well.
characters.
Hope you are able to hear the voice as well. Yeah. Okay. I consider it as
Spare a little of your imagination. It is a film to describe to you the effect of cymatic frequencies on matter. Everything owes its existence solely and completely to sound.
Okay. Hope you all watched this how frequency responds to the five elements, right? To the fire, to the air, water, and the space and air element. So, earth element. So now we are going to go in detail about this, how this frequency response works with this panchabhutas, like these five elements, and how we humans, because we are also made up of those elements, and how this frequency impacts our well-being. Okay, and today the presentation will be given by Vikas Ji. He is from India, and he is the senior vice president of IHMW. I will tell you what is that. And he is engineer by profession, and he is heading the India market. Okay, so yeah, we were going to see the presentation given by him, which is like quite helpful. It is not just only for to understand the frequency or the particular the device that we are going to talk about, but it is going to give the overall understanding of how frequency help us, how much we are like connected with the frequency towards that healing. Okay, hope you all are like ready to watch it. And there is so much of information in that presentation. So, yeah, we will have the question and answer sessions in the end. Hope it's all fine with you guys. Just give a thumbs up because I'm not sure whether you guys are like, uh, yeah, okay, super, super. Okay, I'm sharing the screen. Okay.
The last one, which I would tell you, is that mind and parachute works only when it is open. We are going to discuss something which is related to quantum physics. And I'm not a scientist, I'm an engineer by education, but I can tell you that quantum physics is one of the toughest subjects of the world. And if we have to listen and understand quantum physics, we require certain open mind and some level of attention. So let's get started. In this video, which we just played, some of you were there on time and you saw the video. For those of you who are not on time, and we will from 5,000 years that diseases are born from 5,000 years, where he proved that every disease by Dr. Five elements, the five elements. So in this video, we saw that when positive soothing music was applied to the elements, the matter through which the entire universe is made, we say that we are made of the five elements, the five elements which makes the body, right? So we are made of five elements. That is, we say in India, we say Panch Tattva. Now these five elements responds to frequencies. And why does it respond to frequency? Because the entire universe is made of energy, frequency, and vibration. And so our five elements are also ultimately made of energy, frequency, and vibration. This video is a replica of an experiment performed by Dr. Heinz Jenny in 1930s, where he proved that every disease is psychosomatic. In Ayurveda, we believe that from 5,000 years that diseases are born from our own mind. So this experiment was originally performed by Dr. Heinz Jenny, proving that whenever our mind is occupied by positive thoughts and positive emotion, the body's five element becomes coherent and they perform at their highest level, and you experience well-being. But when our mind is occupied by negative emotions or stress, then our mind starts generating negative frequencies that makes the five element in non-coherence, and that leads to diseases, thereby proving that 99% diseases are psychosomatic. It is coming from our own mind, right? So we will look at this PPT slide right now, and you will see that the today's society is suffering from some other or the other emotional stress or stress pattern, which is there in almost every alternate home around the world, not just in India. Whether you believe in homeopathy, allopathy, Ayurveda, or any kind of therapy, you will see doctors always telling you to manage your stress, maintain your lifestyle, etc. So even allopathic doctors today believe that stress is the reason for all diseases or disorder. So we are seeing that today the entire world is suffering by stress, some level of stress, like financial stress, job stress, war stress right now, stress from work, stress from family relationship or money, or even depression, anxiety, etc. All these negative emotions. Stress is like a dictionary. Now stress can be various kinds. For example, the stress pattern of diabetes is different than the stress pattern of thyroid. Then it is different in the stress pattern of cirrhosis. So there are stress patterns which are responsible for disease or disorder. We'll see that in coming few slides. So the stress pattern of diabetes, for example, they say that if you lose sweetness in life, you get diabetes. So there is lack of joy and ease, the person gets diabetes. When there is suppression of expression, the person gets thyroid. So all different stress is a hidden negative emotion behind. And these negative emotion changes the coherence in our body, which in return makes our body sick. Now, we are not here to discuss problem, but we are here to discuss solution. And who better than Nikola Tesla explains that the entire universe, if you want to find the secret of the universe, we have to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. He is the reason why the entire world is lit up and we are able to communicate, because our homes are running with electricity, and he's the inventor of alternating current. And he said that if you want to solve something, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Even Albert Einstein said the same thing, that everything in life is vibration. We'll see a small video and understand how frequencies change our health or how it impacts our health, and then we proceed further. So let's have a look.
One of the greatest inventors of all time, Nikola Tesla, the genius who lit the world, once said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." Say you are listening to the radio in your car and do not like the music that you are hearing. What do? You change the frequency. What many people fail to realize is that we can take charge of our frequencies in the exact same way. We tend to reduce our body's anatomy down to a simplified version that consists of only flesh and blood. But everything on this planet, animals, plants, and water, are made of atoms, which produce, emit, and receive energy, which operates at a specific frequency. Everything. All our tissues, cells, organs, emotions, and thought patterns have their own unique electromagnetic fields, as do allergens, viruses, or bacteria. All things have a frequency, including you, the human body. It has been shown that a normal person has a frequency of 62 to 72 megahertz. When the body drops below this frequency, we begin to get into illness and disease states. For example, if our frequency drops to 58 megahertz, then we are likely to get a cold or flu. If our frequency drops to 42 megahertz, we become susceptible to cancer within the body. The lower the frequency, the closer we are to death.
Exactly. The lower the frequency, the closer we are to death. In this video, we just learned that a healthy body has a vibration level at 62 to 72 megahertz. And when this vibration goes down, we get into disease state. For example, if we start vibrating at 58 megahertz, that is where we get fever, cough, and cold. And if we start vibrating at 42 megahertz, that is where our body develops cancerous cells. Now the question is, how do we reach at 52 megahertz? And the answer to that question is that if we have some fear or insecurity, they might experience that fear and insecurity brings down the vibration at 52 megahertz, and that 58 megahertz, and that leads to fever, cough, and cold. At 42 megahertz, the cell becomes cancerous because the emotion that is responsible at this 42 megahertz is depression. If you read this book by Dr. B.M. Hegde, what doctors don't get to study at medical school, is where you will understand that he explains in his book that 99% cancer patients are depression patients. And depression is basically any negative emotion at extreme level leads to depression, and ultimately it becomes cancerous. So it is not that in one day you get cancer. It is because over a period of time, if you keep amplifying that negative emotion, any negative emotion, whether it is anger, guilt, sorrow, grief, Any negative emotion, if it is amplified, it leads to depression, and that is what brings the vibration at 42 megahertz, and then we get cancer. Similarly, it is diabetes, similarly, it is thyroid, etc., etc. Even if you read this book by Louis Hay, You Can Heal Your Life, you will see that every organ is related to some or the other emotion. And if that emotion is disturbed, or if there is a negative emotion, that organ gets disturbed. So there are so many evidences today available that diseases are psychosomatic, right? Now, if you don't like the song in the radio, what do? We change the channel. We change the frequency of the radio, right? Now, can we do that with our human body? That, okay, we know that we are not vibrating at the right state of mind. Can we change it? The answer to that question is yes. And it is not just now. From thousands of years, our ancestors have found ways to change the state of vibration of our body through various techniques and therapies which they have invented, like yoga, sadhana, meditation, Reiki healing, pranic healing, Lama Fera, crystal healing, sound healing, and there are many more in different parts of the world. But hasn't it been done by any particular science or technology? The answer to that question is yes. If I tell you, you might not have heard it for the before, but I can tell you that in early 1900s, it was a common practice by allopathic doctors to use frequencies as medicine. Yes, you heard it right. It was allopathic doctors who started using frequencies as medicine in 1900. So if you would have walked in a clinic in America or in Europe or in Russia in 1900s, you would have got frequencies as medicine. But what happened then? Now, there was this organization, I will not name it, but they saw that it is working, and they did not wanted this to be continued, and so that people can start taking chemical medicines. And eventually a ban was imposed, and in fact a law was passed saying that anything apart from allopathy is pseudo, is fake, is illegal to practice. Whether it is homeopathy, Ayurveda, herbology, or any other modalities of Unani, all were considered as fake or non-scientific. But today we live in 21st century. We all know that yes, homeopathy works. And why did not why it was not so much imposed or so deeply imposed? Because homeopathy came from Europe, and they still continued that practice. And even Ayurveda continued because we in India believed in it, and we had that science and evidence on it. So today, there are, if I speak that who was the father of frequency therapy, or the first device which was made for frequency therapy, is right here on your screen. You see this device called the Raif machine. The center of this picture, it looks like a microscope, but it is a frequency generator. Looks like a microscope, but size of a mini refrigerator. Dr. Raymond Royal Raif invented the world's most advanced, at that time, the most advanced technology in frequency therapy, and he enrolled 16 terminal cancer patients into his program. Dr. Raif was heading a medical department and in US, and also a scientist and a doctor, medical doctor. So when he invented this machine, he wanted to prove that this machine would heal people. So as 16 cancer patients were enrolled, all of them got healed through frequencies, not through medications. And when he documented and presented this in the university, when this news spread out, ideally what would have happened is he should have been given a Nobel Prize or awarded, promoted, but nothing such happened. In fact, in 1934, the same year, a law was passed wherein they imposed ban of any other practice than allopathy. And Dr. Raif in his autobiography writes that wish he could have spent that time what he gave, the time he spent to give this beautiful gift to humanity. He spent most of his life in solace. But after 20 years of that incident, more and more scientists and doctors, mostly in Europe and Russia, kept practicing frequency as medicine, because Russia did not want to follow the Americans, and they kept inventing. And also the German, where homeopathy comes from Germany, they kept innovating more and more frequency therapy technologies or devices, mostly used by doctors and therapists. And as we speak today, there are more than 700 kinds of frequency therapy devices used by doctors and practitioners all around the world, mostly made in Europe and in Russia, and some of them are also made in America. These devices are basically, they use frequencies to heal their patient, and these devices are mostly used by doctors and therapists in wellness centers across the world. But the most advanced frequency therapy device which we have on planet Earth is called a time waver. This device was launched in 2006. Now, why it is called the most advanced frequency therapy device? Because of two main reasons. Number one, it's the world's first device which can read information field. Now, what is information field? Now, every single human body has an aura around it. That aura is called bioenergetic field in science. But that bioenergetic field in in quantum physics is called information field. And what is bioenergetic field is nothing but electromagnetic field. Whenever electrons and protons are in movement, they create a magnetic field. We have learned that in school. So our body, which has trillions of cells, these trillions of cells have zillions of electrons and protons. When these electrons and protons are in movement, they create a field called bioenergetic field. That bioenergetic field is considered to have the information about the living creature, and it is studied under the science of quantum physics. And this device became the world's first device to read that information field. And the reason why it was called time waver, because time is the fourth dimension. This device could read beyond the fourth dimension. In quantum physics, there are 12 dimensions. This device can read up to fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth dimension. And based on the reading and the analysis, the doctor can give frequency to the patient, and the patient can heal based on the feedback of the device. So it also became number one because this is the only device which could generate 9 million types of different frequencies. 9 million types of different frequencies, which are good for me and you. Now, please don't get confused between frequencies and radiation. If you're not from electrical and communication background, let me tell you, not all frequencies are radiation. Even the sound which you're hearing is also a frequency between 20,000 hertz to 20 megahertz to 20,000 megahertz. So even light is a frequency. So everything is frequency, but radiation is also a frequency, but radiation is frequencies with higher wavelength. So this device generates smaller wavelength frequencies, which are good for me and you, right? So this device was, why it is called the Rolls-Royce of frequency healing, I told you just now. Now, who invented it, how it progressed, and why it got that title? The inventor of this device is Marcus Micke. Now you can follow Marcus Micke on Instagram. You can search Marcus Micke on Instagram. You can follow him. The Marcus Micke has written more than 23 books on quantum science, spirituality, and healing. And he's a quantum physicist. At age 16, he chose to study physics. By age 20, he got inclined towards quantum physics. And finally, he came to India, became a monk, along with his study of quantum physics, started studying the Vedic science, the astrology, etc. And with 12 long years in India, he also worked as a professor in a university in Rishikesh. Goes back to Germany and meets his mentor Bochertheim. Bochertheim was a scientist, the world's first scientist who gave equations on information field. He used his equations. Bochertheim gave the equations to him, and with the help of those equations, Marcus invented the world's first information field-based frequency device. Now, Marcus knew very well that no matter how good is your innovation, if you really want people to use it, or it has to reach people, then you need somebody who can make it happen, who can make it reach to people. And he gives a classical example that Thomas Alva Edison was not the first person who invented bulb, but he was the first person who invented bulb and sold it. There were other people who invented bulb before him, but they just made their neighbors jealous. But Thomas Alva Edison made a company called GE and started selling bulbs. So Marcus knew very well that if he had to take this device to the world, he needed a businessman. So he partnered with Christian Harper, who happens to be his ex-student in India in astrology. And Christian Harper is one of the richest person of Germany. He owns a hedge fund called Super Fund worth $1.6 billion. His main business is into vegan and vegetarian restaurants, which are mostly Michelin star rating restaurants. So when Christian Harper saw what Marcus has invented, he donated 100 million euros to this organization and he became the co-founder. Yes, you heard it right. He donated, not invested. The second round of funding came as an investment, but the first round of funding came as a donation. And they started this company in Germany. This is our headquarters. Mainz is our production facility, and research and development center is Kaslin Castle. Now, this is the device which you see, wherein it is installed in a clinic like this, and a doctor can analyze a patient in real time, and then based on the feedback of the device will generate frequencies through the help of the doctor, and the patient can heal itself. For example, if somebody has diabetes, he might need 20 to 30 sessions, and he can reverse his diabetes using frequencies under the guidance of the doctor. Now, this machine in India would cost you around 50 lakh to 1 crore. Now, this device was launched in 2006. By 2010, it was installed in more than 2,500 clinics in 53 countries, used by 5,000 doctors, and in just 4 years, it healed more than 25 million people. That is 2.5 crore people were healed using Time Waver. It became a huge success. You can just see even the lower cost of, let's say, 50 lakh, and you see 2,500 devices used by 5,000 doctors. You can just multiply the number of devices. You can see the amount of revenue this device generated. But Marcus was not happy. The reason he was not happy, that he saw that only rich or people who had knowledge could go and take therapy from these centers. Now, these centers have premium cost. One session would cost you 10,000 to 20,000 rupees. An analysis might cost you 30 to 40,000 rupees. So one analysis, 30, 40,000 rupees, plus the therapy would cost you 10 to 20,000 per therapy. And for diabetes, you might need 25 sessions. For asthma, you might need 30 sessions. For depression, you might need 8 or 9 sessions. For sleep, you might need 10 sessions or 4 sessions, depending on how severe your condition is. For relationship issues, it might take 15 to 20 sessions, etc. Now, when this all was happening, what we saw that the Time Waver, in spite having this premium cost, the waiting period in these centers would be from 5 days to 15 months. And depending on which country you are, in India, we have 13 such Time Waver centers. In Singapore, we have 7. Such a small country has 7 Time Waver centers because Singapore is a country where mostly millennials live. Now, Marcus wanted to make this device or make frequency therapy technology common to common people. Now, he wanted to remove the 2 biggest barrier in these kind of therapies. Number one, most of these devices uses doctors or therapists to operate it. Number 2, the cost is very premium. So what Marcus wanted to do, Marcus wanted to make it more affordable and remove the barrier of being a doctor to use this kind of technology. He got inspired by Steve Jobs. Now, what did Steve Jobs do? Now, this is the world's first computer, Harvard Mark I, which would take maybe a space of more than 1,000 square feet, and it would cost you $200,000. And to operate this computer, you need to be a computer science engineer. Today, all of us are roaming around with computers in our pocket, and we might not be computer science engineers. The revolution was brought by Steve Jobs, who introduced the world's first user interface computer, which had a monitor, which had a screen and a keyboard, so that a common man can interact with that computer. Today, I don't have to get a computer science degree to use a computer. So what Marcus did, he did something similar what Steve Jobs did. He made frequency therapy technology, which was limited to doctors and therapists. Now, the same technology which Time Waver uses can be used by a common man like me and you. I'm not a doctor or a therapist, but I'm using a small tiny device, which you see I'm holding it right now, and running a program for my nerves. Now, why I'm running a program for my nerves? Do I have issues in my nerve? The answer is no. Now, I generally ask these people, have you seen unhealthy people going to gym? The answer is no. Healthy people go to gym, right? So this device is not meant to cure, treat, or diagnose any disease. But yes, if people have some challenges, if they use it, they get amazing result. So why I'm using this device? So that the device can identify, it's intelligent enough to find out what can be fixed in my body today, or which organ or system has to vibrate at some level and it is not vibrating at that level. And if that vibration is not addressed, it might take a disease shape of the disease in future. Like if I don't have physical exercise or activity, I might get challenges in future. Similarly, if my organs and systems are not vibrating today at the right frequency, this device can identify that and then suggest me top 3 programs for the day. And based on the device suggestion, I take these frequencies in my body. Now the question is, how did this big device of time waver get converted into a device size of a matchbox? The answer is very simple. The first thing is nanotechnology. With help of nanotechnology, the two major components, the quantum sensor and the frequency generator, were reduced in a smaller size. So the major component is quantum sensor, which senses the information field, and the frequency generator, which generates the frequencies as per the feedback of the sensor. So that was reduced to 2 size. Now the major object of hurdle was the time waver uses live doctors. The brain of these doctors are used in those 2,500 clinics. So 5,000 doctors are the brain of the time waver. But where is the brain of this tiny device called Healy? Now, all the doctors who were giving therapies, so by 2010, it was 2.5 crore people. Now it is 7.5 crore people who have been healed using time waver. So all those therapies which doctors gave to 7.5 crore people were getting recorded in their servers in Germany. And that server became the database. As we all know that AI comes from the data, and data science is coming from data again. So Marcus used the data science, which became the brain of this Healy. So I can now access the brain of those 5,000 doctors with the help of a Healy app, and I can find out which thing has to be fixed today, what emotion can be fixed today, what feelings can be fixed today, what behavior can be fixed today, and then the device will also generate frequencies to fix it. That's called Healy. Now, what is Healy? We'll see that in a video, but let me just explain you. Now, how important and wonderful is this for our entire family? Imagine this bottle is our body, and this bottle has inlet. Our body also has inlet. The time we eat food, we breathe, we drink water, we think. All these sources are of toxin. The mind is the biggest source of toxin if it is occupied by negative thought patterns. So when toxins goes in our body through these inlets, the body also has an outlet which removes this toxin through urine, through stool, through sweat. But the rate at which the toxin is going in and the rate at which the toxin is going out does not match. So what happens eventually when the toxin is here, we might feel some discomfort in sleep or digestion, or we have some problem with some pain or this and that, and we take some tablets every day, Digene, Disprin, or some painkiller to avoid that. But eventually when the toxic load starts to rise, it gives severe symptoms and it starts to overflow, and then we go to the doctor and the doctor says, congratulations, you have stomach cancer, or you have this, or you have diabetes, you have asthma. The reason is we did not see the sign of the body when the toxin was here, 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 or here. We can only see the sign when the symptom starts to overflow. Then we rush to the doctor. What if we have a technology at home which can find out, identify that which or what is the level of that toxin, or how badly this particular organ or system needs to be in the right state, and then start healing. Now, there was a doctor, a Pakistani doctor, who started in our community, who started using the technology, and then first time when he analyzed, it said heart. He did not believe because he was an active person, and he says, I have no heart symptom. How is it even possible? But since it was showing again and again, whenever he used to analyze himself, it would say heart. So finally, he visited the doctor, and the doctor says he has 3 blockages in his heart. So the device is so smart that not only it will tell you, but it will also generate frequencies to heal you. So this is the technology which we are discussing today. Now, before we proceed further, let me give the disclaimer. In Healy, we do not claim to treat, cure, diagnose, prevent any disease or disorder. It's a holistic healing device which works on correcting the information field or the field which is responsible for the prana, the flow of prana. So it is actually a device which corrects your prana energy, which in return helps your cells and your body to recover by itself. So this is Healy. So what is Healy? Let's have a look at this video and then we proceed further.
Experience Healy, smart device developed for you to live a balanced life with confidence and comfort. The Healy is a high-tech wearable to support and empower you through a multifaceted approach. It uses individualized microcurrent frequencies, IMF programs, with over 9 million different frequencies designed to promote well-being and vitality. All things in the universe are constantly in motion and vibrate at various frequencies. These frequencies are known to bring form, order, and coherence. Even your body is a system that will only thrive when in natural balance and order. This is where the Healy comes in to harmonize your bioenergetic field. You can operate the device with the Healy app, bringing balance to key aspects of your life. Working, exercising, relaxing, sleeping, and many more. Made in Germany, this innovation was developed by doctors, scientists, and engineers, bringing to life Marcus Schmieka's vision of making holistic health accessible to every human being on this planet. Not only that, the device is also patented and supported by studies designed to fit into your lifestyle. The Healy is compact, travel-friendly, light in weight, and big in impact. Whether you're a holistic health enthusiast, high achiever, or someone aiming to do better, find a sense of belonging in a network of like-minded people seeking a fulfilling future. Healy, frequencies for your life.
Yes, you heard it right. Healy, frequencies for your life. Now you saw that some people are using it through the electrode, some people are using it through the earlobes. Right now I'm using an electrode program. As I told you, I'm running a program on your mind and nerves. And why I'm running it? Because the device is smart enough to tell me what should I run today based on my condition. And then it will help me to live younger and healthier. Now, the device will not only tell you what you need, but also guides you how to use it. Whether you have to use it with wire, whether you use it without wire, or maybe with a high wave like a watch. You don't have to wear the wire if you don't like it. You can use it through the coil, etc. So the device is, the app will suggest you what to do. Now, when we have a technology like this, it's not that somebody made this technology in his garage and today we are there in 63 countries. No. Right now in India, we are headquarters in Bangalore, but our Asia Pacific headquarters is in Singapore. Our global headquarters is in Germany. We have offices in countries like Japan, Korea, in 63 countries. And I can tell you that in many countries, it's not easy, especially in Korea, Japan, or even in Singapore or in Europe or in America, to have a device like this wherein it can be used for health purposes. It's not easy to get it launched or get it used by people, because there are government bodies and authorities which are there to monitor such technologies. So I let you know that that the device was ready in 2013, but launched in 2019 because it took 6 years to get approvals. Based on the approvals were given after the placebo trial, blindfolded placebo trial, safety trial, hazardous trial, trials on double placebo, blindfolded placebo trial, etc. And finally, the certifications were awarded. So I'll let you go through some of these. The first science-based seal is given. Basically, it is given to a technology or a product developed by doctors and practitioners. It has got the quality and performance seal by Made in Germany, and it has got 9 patents in total. In European Union, Healy is a medical device for treatment of pain in chronic pain, fibromyalgia, skeleton pain, and migraine, as well as supportive treatment for mental illness such as depression, anxiety, and related sleep disorder. So yes, in European Union, Healy was a medical device for treatment of pain, chronic pain, fibromyalgia, skeleton pain, depression, anxiety, sleep disorder. The CE certificate, which you see Z0482, this took almost 6 years because all these trials and approvals were required. So if you see the back of the Healy device, Healy and Mag Healy is another device which I'll talk about later. So in both of the devices, you will have these symbols which tells you that what kind of approvals and trials it had gone through, right? So it is also cleared by FDA as a class 2 medical device for pain relief. But Healy is much more than pain relief or depression or anxiety or sleep disorder. Healy has got more than 200 different types of frequency programs. When I say program, it is frequency programs which the device runs for you for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, half an hour. It depends on what is your requirement. So these frequency programs are not just meant for this pain and depression and migraine, etc. It is meant for overall well-being. Whatever affects us means not just human, also your pets in the family. Healy has frequency programs for them. For example, if let's say there is a relationship issue with your father or with your mother or between spouse or between brothers and brothers or brothers and sister, what program do you take? Or which medicine do you take? Sorry, which medicine do you take? What doctor do you go to? And have you ever heard that people saying our frequencies are matching? When people say our vibes are matching, frequencies are matching, is basically relationship is also energy. So Healy has got 2 to 3 relationship programs. Now, have you noticed that some people work very hard, they're not able to make money, but in the same business, there are people who don't work hard but still make a lot of money. It is because money is also an energy. So if your child is not able to focus always on mobile phone, which medicine will you give him? Focus, concentration is energy. Healy has learning programs which has proven. We have got so many students who have given testimonies that how their score has improved, their stress has reduced. The same student who never scored more than 50% started to score above 75, 85% because Healy has got learning programs for children and adults. So Healy has got more than 200 programs, and these programs are not just developed by Marcus Mike. It has been developed by a team of doctors and scientists who have given more than 30 years of their life into frequency therapy. Ayurveda is common in India. So there are doctors who have given their life in Ayurveda. In Germany, in Russia, in America, there are doctors and scientists who have given their life in frequency therapy. And some of these doctors whom you see on the screen have patents, and because of these patents, they are also multimillionaires. For example, Dr. Caroline McMcCain is a proprietor of QAF, Quantum Analyzed Frequency. Her father was the inventor of QAF. So her company, McMcCain's company, gets annual contract at NFL to use frequencies for physiotherapy. Yes, frequencies for physiotherapy. So instead of a physiotherapist, frequency devices are used in NFL, National Football League, which is bigger than IPL, and millions of dollars of contract is given to her company. And her team, whenever a player is injured mentally or physically, they are given quantum analyzed frequency through a technology like this. So this is basically Mag Healy, where we have 24 programs by McMcCain for physiotherapy. Now, this device is not just for physiotherapy, it is also for your Vastu. It changes the energy of your space, whether you want to attract abundance or proper relationship at your house, family harmony, water therapy. So you can put information in water, cleanse your food, etc. So this is having those frequency programs. And we are very happy to say that McMcCain is the one who invented most of the programs for this device. So we have got Dr. Lina Barnos, Martina Condres. Martina Condres is the inventor of Soul Cycle program. And all these programs are not working to treat, cure, diagnose, or prevent any disease. Rather, it is there to correct the information field. The information field is the bioenergetic field which we are talking about. When the information field is corrected, energy, frequency, and vibration is corrected. Because energy, frequency, and vibration makes subatomic particles. Subatomic particles makes the atom. Atom makes the molecule. Molecules make the cell. Cell makes the tissues and organs and the body. If I ask you, can you see cell? The answer is yes. You can see a cell through microscope. You can see a molecule. But can you see an atom? Can you see a subatomic particle? If our body is made of subatomic particles and atoms, which cannot be seen, then how we see each other? It's like me telling that the house is made of bricks, but we cannot see the bricks. So that's how in India we say sab maya hai. because we are energy beings. What does it mean when we say sab maya hai? Because we are energy beings, not physical beings. We are not bone, flesh, and blood. We are energy, frequency, and vibration. Just like the tornado, which looks like which looks like transparent, and but if you bang a car into a tornado, your car will be in pieces, because tornado is a energy field which has that power which can be felt when you punch it through a car or hit it with a car. So we also are energy beings, and if that energy is corrected, everything else can be corrected. And Healy programs can be taken into two ways. One, directly into your information field using the blue app, and second, using the pink app with the microcurrents. Now, why microcurrent is used? Microcurrent is considered to be a very good carrier which can deliver frequencies to the cell, but microcurrent itself has added health advantage. Every single cell in our body is a battery that produces current and voltage of minus 70 millivolts, a healthy cell. And this voltage is responsible to help our heart pump the blood throughout the body. The current which is measured in our body is called bioelectric current, and the measurement unit is microcurrent. So Healy uses microcurrent frequencies to transfer frequencies around, in our complete body. And by using microcurrent, amino acid transport increases by 40%, ATP production increased by 70%, and 500%, and protein synthesis increased by 70%. So people who have energy issues or diabetes, when they start using Healy, they see very fast changes and good response, because these things are very important for metabolism, right? And I will end this session by saying something which I did not say it. It's Albert Einstein, 100 years back. He said, the future of medicine will be the medicine of frequency. I am not saying it. It's somebody 100 years back he said it. But is it happening today? The answer is yes. McKinsey and Company says the future of wellness is connected and customized. And Healy is the world's first connected and customizable device. Means if I am running a liver program and Mr. Uday is running a liver program, we might not receive the same frequency, because my liver is different than your liver. So device will adopt the person who's wearing it, and that device will read the information field of the person who's wearing it, and based on the information field feedback, the device will generate frequency and deliver it to the body. Now, World Economic Forum says that in future, more and more devices like this will be there in the marketplace, where the dependencies on hospitals and doctors will reduce. Now, here is a very famous Bollywood actress who is wearing a device, a small frequency patch on her spine. This patch you can buy in 20,000 rupees per month. So 30 days supply for 20,000 rupees. This patch will help your stem cell to regenerate faster, so that you can live younger and longer. Your skin will glow, you will look younger and younger if you have this stem cell patch. So just imagine, Healy has got 12 frequencies for stem cells, 12 frequency programs for stem cells. But you can also spend 20,000 rupees per month and take care of your stem cells. Now, this device is called Neopheny FlexCap. You can buy this device from Amazon or from Neopheny website. Neopheny was also featured in Shark Tank. You wear it like a helmet, and if you have any problem with your sleep or cognitive ability or unable to meditate properly, you can run these programs by wearing this helmet. 35,000 rupees, 3 frequency programs. Or you can also buy a Nerivo device, which is launched by Dr. Reddy's Lab, a pharma company. They have launched this device for migraine. So if you have migraine, you can wear this device and start taking frequency program, connect from your app. You can wear it on your wrist or on your ankle, and you will be out of migraine without any medication. Or you can take this device called De-Stress, which is in 10 minutes, it reduces your stress. That device will cost you 10,000 rupees. I can go on and share you such devices, or you can have one in all. You have the stress removal programs, you have migraine program, you have stem cell program, everything and anything which you can think of. And the cost, if you see the cost of per program there, is 10,000 rupees per program. So if this one, the black device has 300 programs. So what should be the cost of this Healy? If one program is 10,000 rupees, 300 programs should be 30 lakhs. But don't worry, it's not 30 lakhs. Now, all these uh, devices, the theory which you saw it's all theory. But what about practical? Are people getting benefited? I can show you testimonies after testimony. It was launched in 2019 in Germany. It came in India in 2022 in September. The time when I got the device for my personal use, I had no testimonies to be seen, because in Indian testimony I'm talking about, I only saw this testimony from other countries, mostly Western countries. So there is a Facebook page which is developed, which is managed by a user. And now today there are 90,000 customers who have joined this page, and they discuss among themselves what program, which program, and all that, and also share their testimonies. So I've taken some screenshots of this page just to show you that how people are using it. Ciara is taking this program for pain relief, basically menstrual pain. Now in just 2 months of using Healy, she never had to take a pill. Now Celia is talking about her chronic depression and sleep challenge, which was there from a very long time, and she was 68, and her sleep and patterns were so disturbed that she was taking 10 tablets a day. But after using Healy, within 2 months, the doctors recommended her that she doesn't need any medication. Now, we don't ask you to stop your medication. Your doctor will advise you to stop or reduce the medication based on your health condition. Now, Andy is talking about her migraine and chronic stress fracture. Nicole is talking about her skin allergy issues. Pauline is talking about her husband's prostate issues. Bernadette is talking about her friend's daughter who never scored more than 50%. Now she scores above 85. Internet addiction, alcohol addiction, smoke addiction, weight loss, weight gain, confidence program. Jennifer is talking about animal program, that is same device can be used by the pets in the family. And then we have a small video in 2022 where people were asked in 2020 in US, when people were asked how they feel about Healy. This is what they had to say, and then we'll see Indian testimonies after this.
What do you think of Healy?
I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
For the first time in 11 years, I haven't taken a Panadol Forte, which was my daily thing in 4 weeks. And I used to take like up to 10 a day, which was just...
About 15 or 20 minutes into the frequency, his whole demeanour just changed and the colour came back into his face. And he said to me, I'm great now, I feel good, Mum, I'm just going to go ride my bike for a bit. And he just took his Healy off, went outside and did a lap of the block on his bike, and completely feeling fantastic again.
My energy levels were great, my moods were balanced.
My mind feels like I've had, for lack of a better word, a brain flush.
And the other thing is, I always notice when I run the skin program, the next morning my skin feels like it's 100% silk. It's just unbelievable.
I'm getting the results right now, and it's actually blowing my mind.
And I've just put on these little ear electrodes and Healy has a migraine program that you can run. And honestly, I've been running it for the past 10 minutes and the symptoms of my migraine have gone down about 80%.
My sense of calm is back, my happiness is back, my mental clarity, my concentration, my sleep, my blissful sleep is back.
Number one, back pain. And I almost fell out of my chair when I saw that. I was like, oh my God, the level of intelligence that this device has is absolutely mind-blowing.
Yes, the level of intelligence is absolutely mind-blowing. It not just blew my mind when I analyzed myself for the first time, because when I analyzed myself, the device was able to tell me things which I have never told to others, the emotional things, the relationship issues, etc., etc., my physical comforts, discomfort, and the device was able to identify it. I was literally blown away by the analysis itself. And not only me, Sri Ravi Sankarji, when he was presented, he was shocked to see that there is chakra balancing programs. And when you do the chakra balancing programs, you can reanalyze, or you can use any other tool to see how is your chakra doing right now. And you will see a drastic improvement after taking the programs 1 to 2 times for your chakras. And we all know that chakras are energy centers. If they are good, everything becomes good eventually. So now coming to the Indian testimony, as I said, that in India, we were launched in 2022. Since
Okay. Okay. Now I will be sharing this video with you guys to watch the rest of the testimonies from India and a little more information about the product. So, why did I bring this product to you guys? Okay, so the first thing is when I heard about this product, which I heard through one of my best friend, and she is also into healing into different modalities like pranic healing, akashic, everything. Even she was like, she recommended me, Priya, why don't you try this one? Then I went in person, and when I saw this device and when I saw the features of it, when I started experiencing receiving the healing through this device, I felt myself a lot better. So whenever, even as a healer, we can like we have sometimes, even though we do healing to our clients, we feel tired, and that time we won't especially myself, sometimes I feel like I am tired, I just don't want to do anything, I just want to go lie down and take some rest. But during that rest time, I feel like it would be nice that if I receive healing, through someone. So that's where I was like, my mind is like, having this thought in the back of the mind, and that thought is becoming more and more intensive. That time I found this healing, and I know, being in this field for like almost 9+ years now, I know how this frequency vibration, because each and every healing modality talks about this vibration, frequency, and energy. Without this, there is no modalities of energy healing at all. So in this field, experiencing, I have experienced meditation, mindfulness activities, and the different varieties of modalities of energy healing. Every modality talks about this. So when I saw this particular product, it really brought me feel like, oh my God, I got someone next to me who can, like, be the supportive system. Then because I know the benefit of it, and when I went to India, that time I asked my friend to send healing, because there was a moment of like 3 to 4 days I was completely down. So that time I asked her to send the healing, and I felt really how much better it is. So that time, then that motivated me to buy this product with the knowledge and what I have. And then after buying it, I personally used for myself, for my family, for my friends, and then to my clients as well. And my clients also gave the feedback, the positive feedback, saying that, and I gave them only the remote distance healing, not even the using the electrodes or that in-person healing. No, even in the distance healing itself, they saw the benefit of it. So then that time I decided like, okay, this is the time where I have to spread this knowledge, because I have seen people saying that, Priya, I love healing, but I don't have enough time to sit for the healing and receive it. And even I have faced that situation many times myself personally. Then I thought like, okay, it would be the right time, so it is good to spread the knowledge, and whoever sees the benefit of it will surely, will see the more benefit out of this particular Healy device. So this is what motivated me to bring this knowledge to you guys. And one more thing is like, I want to gift you like a kind of a live demo session after this. So far what you guys have seen is like, to your logical mind, okay, what is this, and what frequency healing, and what is this particular device, and there are so much of effort behind this device, as you have seen. So now the next step will be the live demo session, and normally this live demo will contain aura reading. So we will be reading your energetic biofield, and then we will be doing your emotional reading as well. Okay, and I will be giving you short demo like, okay, what is this Healy device, and what is the app contains the different varieties of apps. So normally to do the aura reading and the emotional healing reading, normally I charge like 45 pounds per session. But today as you guys have joined and attended it, I felt like, okay, as a kind of, the interest that you have, I want to appreciate it. And this is a complimentary for you guys. Okay, so next week from Monday to Thursday, you can book a session with me, 1 hour session. It will be like a live demo. It should be like 10 to 1 p.m., 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I will drop you a message. So you can book a live demo with me so I can go through you in detail if you guys want to take this knowledge further and to see what it is there. Okay. Hope you all enjoyed it. And I would like to take few questions from you. If there is any questions, or what is the feedback, or what did you feel when you saw this information? Please do share it. It would be really appreciable. How did you guys
Hi.
feel? Yeah.
Hi, Hi, Akka. You have given me so much support with this device as well. I have seen the results personally. But I feel like it is like a major supportive system, like my friend being my side when I am moody, when I am like in a low phase. When it just like a mobile, turning on the mobile, running an app. You just run that and then sit there, nothing to do, like no human strain. It just
Yeah.
being consoling me. It is good, like being a friend of mine, like to protect our family, to heal. That's what I felt. Yeah, that was my
Yeah.
experience with Healy.
Yes, Ramya. Yeah. And actually, I will share the rest of the video. You guys can see like for different, what are the different health conditions. Even the doctors have used this Healy device. It's not just the common people, even the professionals, doctors especially, how they have used it and benefited it. Yeah.
Yeah, it is just like a sound therapy, right? Like Chinese bells and systems,
Yeah.
they generate a frequency rather than making a sound and generating it. This device intelligently generate frequencies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi Arundhati ji. Yeah, I will be giving there is a website Arundhati ji. I will share it. Okay. So in case if you are like want to purchase it, I will give you the link. Okay. So through that link you can purchase it. I will share. Yeah. So you can book a demo if you want it, Arundhati ji. I can guide you to the purchase as well, like how you can do the purchase. Yeah. Okay. Hi Geeta. Hi Bala.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Priya. Actually, I would like to talk about this Healy. Recently, my mother met with an accident. Actually, Priya, she gave a complete support through this Healy, through the frequency healing. Really, it has helped her a lot. Thank you so much, Priya. Thank you. I would appreciate your help. Really, I appreciate your help. Thank you so much. Definitely, you people can try this demo session with her and please use it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Geeta. Yeah.
Yeah, hi Priya. This is the first time I'm ever hearing that there is a device for setting the frequencies and we can use it for multiple purposes and all. I was never aware of such thing, but it's interesting and but yeah, I will ask you more details
Yeah.
um when we meet one on one. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, Bala, sure. So, you guys can like book next week, like from Monday to Thursday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. You can book any 1 hour slot, whichever other time slot suits you. And but after next week, it will be back to its original price of 45 pounds. Okay. So, yeah, thanks a lot for joining this new session, informative session. And yes, seeing you guys, it really motivated me to like to spread the new awareness, the knowledge, bringing the new knowledge, the new information into our group and making people, become aware and knowledgeable about it. Thank you. Thanks a lot for everybody, to everybody who ever joined today. Thanks a lot. It means a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Priya. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Geeta.
ஹாய் பிரியா, எப்படி இருக்க?
நல்லா இருக்கேன்டி. நீ எப்படி இருக்க?
நானே உனக்கு டெய்லி நினைக்கிறேன் கால் பண்ணணும். சரி அது வந்து கம்மி டைம் தான் இருக்குமா, சரி
ம்.
டீட்டெயிலாக பேசுவோம், டைம்
ம்.
ஆகும், இந்த
ம்.
1 நிமிஷம் 2 நிமிஷத்துல பேசணும் நல்லா இருக்காது அப்படின்ட்டு
ம்.
அப்படியே தள்ளி தள்ளி வந்துட்டு அது ஃபோன் நினைச்சேன், எங்கேயுமே நினைக்கிறேன்.
சூப்பர்,
அப்படியே
சூப்பர்.
புடவையில கலக்கலா இருக்கு.
அப்பப்ப கொஞ்சம் கட்டலாம், கொஞ்சம் மனசும் நிம்மதியா இருக்கும் அப்படின்ட்டு.
அதான் நான் அன்னைக்கும் பார்த்தேன், இப்போ saree கட்டிட்டு இருந்தேன். சரி ஒருவேளை இந்த
ம்.
இந்த மொடாலிட்டி சாரீல இருக்கலாம், ஒரு ஸ்டைலா கிரியேட் பண்றாங்கல்ல, அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணலான்னு இருக்கேன் நினைச்சேன்.
இந்த மொடாலிட்டிகள்லாம் ஜீன்ல தான் வரணும். ஆனா நாம வரல. எனக்கு ஆக்சுவலா என்னமோ இந்த காட்டன் saree நிறைய வேர் பண்ணணும்னு எனக்கே ஒரு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டா இருக்கு. சரின்னு
ம்,
சொல்லிட்டு
ம்.
கொஞ்ச நாள் அப்படியே.
நல்லா இருக்கு, நீ சூட் ஆகுது, உனக்கு நல்லா இருக்கு, யூஸ் பண்ணு.
தேங்க்யூடி, தேங்க்யூ. எப்படி போயிட்டு இருக்கு? இல்லை நான் உனக்கு வாட்ஸ்அப்ல இருந்து கால் பண்றேன். இந்த இவன்
சரி.
இந்த தீத்யாவை அப்படியே போய் பிக்கப் பண்ணிட்டு வந்துடலாம். ஒரே நிமிஷம்
சரி.
வாட்ஸ்அப்ல இருந்து கால்
ம்.
பண்றேன்.
ஓகே, நீ பிஸியா இருந்தா பாரு, நான் நாளைக்கு கூட பண்றேன், நான் ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை.
அப்படியா? ஷூரா?
ஷூர் நான் பண்றேன், நான் நாளைக்கு.
ம்,
நான்
சரி.
கண்டிப்பா.
ஓகே. குட் நைட்.
பை, டேக் கேர், தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச்.
பாய்மா.
தேங்க்யூ.